Yo, man, what's good? Check this out, man. The build that we're gonna be getting into today is gonna be like a defender slash a defending center type build. It's cool. I just thought the name was crazy, so I had to give you guys this video. I had to do it. Um, it's gonna be 6'6", 221 pounds, 7'3". You already see that. And we're gonna get into dropping the attributes. Now the attributes, I'm probably not gonna go through all of them. The thing is with this build to get the name, I didn't play around with it too much. I put the stats in exactly the way they were sent to me, so that way we can get that specific name, the two-way glue guy. Like that sounds crazy, but what I did was afterwards, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna make some adjustments that I will make. Is what I recommend that everybody does whenever they're taking a build video from anybody. You want to frame it towards your playstyle. What I did was saying, like, honestly, there's some mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you have to have your stats that way in order just to get the name, but I'm pretty sure if I sit here for 30 minutes, which I'm not trying to do, um, and figure out what stat gives you the name and what stats don't, then you can fix those mistakes. But the big things is you want to look at is that since this is a small forward, uh, pretty much a defender at the end of the day, and a rebounder, you're gonna need certain badges to deal with certain things. Being 6'6", you don't get certain badges, and like I think like anchor and stuff like that, you actually don't get those badges. But to have those attributes in the correct categories for a play for this kind of a play style is still important. Um, so the first thing I'm gonna hit on is the pass accuracy. I'm not gonna talk about the offense. The offense I'm gonna leave alone because that's ultimately preference. But pass accuracy relatively too high. Like you don't need like a 77 on the pass accuracy, in my opinion. Um, the interior defense, you're one off. Like you'll see when I go back later in the video to make that adjustment. You need a 74, okay? So that way you can guard in the post because this is ultimately a lock. The steal is cool. Like, don't get me wrong, the steal is cool, but I mean, I don't know what kind of a lockdown this is, or like, I think that if you're going to be a lockdown, you need to have a 91 or higher for your steal, especially being 6'6". But you know, given if this was actually going to get put at the 4, it will be it's a solid defending build for most sides to guard most offensive players. The speed is cool. The acceleration, once again, too high. I don't think you need an 80 acceleration. I would personally go like set 73, and that'll get me to one of my other big issues is the vertical. You're a rebounder. You still need to have at least a 75 vert. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that's really important is having that 75 vert. As you can see, I'm gonna go back into the build and start playing around with it just a little bit. Mind you, like I said, I didn't sit here and really, you know, do my do my thing. You know what I mean? Like I just went in here, just did a quick overview, just made some minor switches around. It ultimately is like gonna give you like a LeBron type of build, and honestly, it would be really cool if this build was 6'8", and it kind of you still got those references. Once again, I didn't sit through here and try and put all that together, but I mean, if you guys are really feeling this build, maybe I'll try and find a way to make a taller version of it. So that way you kind of get like a Draymond Green type. That's really what this give me, like a Draymond Green type of build. You know what I mean? Um, I wanted to give him more of a offensive, defensive kind of like fix all of the holes. You know, yeah. Because the stamina for one is too high, like 95 unnecessary. You need like a 92, so that way you can still get all the hustle badges. It's all like silver badges and stuff like that. So Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. The two-way glue guy build, if I was to give it a grade, maybe a B plus, A minus. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I, it's good for a specific kind of play style. If you're a lockdown, if you're a lock like a semi lock build, like a lockdown that's gonna be isoing like a big man. This is a pretty solid build, but ultimately, it's not a build that I personally would make. If I'm, you know what I'm saying, even though I'm gonna give it a B plus as a build, it's a really good role playing build for the wreck. All right, this is not a build that I personally will make to play like park and stuff like that. I mean, it's 6'6", guys. It's a short build, and he's not elite. He can shoot, he can dribble. It's a cool build, but yeah, man, it's not an L. It's not a bad build, but it's pretty solid. So you see all the changes that I was like trying to make. I was playing around with it for a little bit, but ultimately, if you guys want me to come in and really make the six, like a real LeBron, like a 6'8" LeBron, it's gonna give you shades of LeBron. Like I already know, obviously. Um, y'all let me know in the comments below, man. Let me know your opinions on the build too, man. But other than that, you already know, man. It's your man's. It's Drip, and I'm out.